wants to change the world, the first question you have to ask is what's your goal and who's your target audience? And so the very first thing I would want them to think about is, for the vast majority of causes, it's women who are really the ones driving the social change. So, and now that we know through cognitive science that men and women are different, we're really different. And this has been a big hurdle for people to overcome, because somehow admitting that women are different than men somehow means to some people that we're not equal. And I think this wave of feminism, the one I'm in, third wave, can recognize that you can be different and equal. That's the next, big feminist frontier. So first you have to recognize that for the vast majority of our work, women are the target audience. So that's not to mean that you exclude men, but in marketing, there's this principle called the long list principle. And women are much choosier shoppers. We're the tougher customer. So we may have a list of 12 things we really care about. You just think about if you're walking through the aisle of the grocery store, it's women reading the back labels of the soup cans. We're really detail-oriented. We're really sort of tougher customers to get. Men usually have very specific things they're looking for. So if you can reach the women's 12 things, you can also get the men's 3 things that they care about. So it's actually, if you hit the she spot, people have asked me, what's the she spot? And I say it's a woman's heart and head, where typically women think of, when you think of women, you think of their hearts, like we're soft and we're mushy and we only care about that. But it's our heart and head. We really put those things together. But if you hit the she spot, you can hit the he spot too, and I think that's really important. There are 4 major principles in connecting with women. One is care. Women are deep with empathy. We tend to really care about the things that we're involved in and to care about the planet. So when you communicate with women, it's important to tell real life stories. When you watch Home Depot ads, it's about, Jane Smith from Houston and how she's building a new kitchen or a baby's room. So tell real life stories. Use humor, really, really important when connecting with women. Use optimism. You want to communicate, I think I can versus the sky is falling. Think the little engine that could versus Chicken Little. That's really important, but don't forget to leave out the details. Women really want to know the details of things. Some people will go with a really good story, but then they won't back it up with the details around the policy. So women are actually really looking for that. The second C is connect. Women really want to connect to an issue. They really want to connect to each other. And so when you connect women to each other around a cause, you actually strengthen your brand. Corporations completely understand that. Think of Avon, for example. It was about, connecting women through parties, or Tupperware. They would connect women through parties. So organizations who connect women to each other totally strengthen their brand. And this is what, Hillary Clinton is doing and Barack Obama is doing, is creating sort of these women groups. That's really, really powerful. The next is cultivate. When it comes to raising money for an organization, a lot of people are like, oh, it's men who write the big checks. And while it's true that a man will write a big check faster, it takes women a little bit longer to make a commitment. But once they're committed, they're going to stick with it to the long haul. So make sure that you think of a long-term sort of fundraising or advocacy strategy with women. That's super, super important. And women are twice as likely to pass on information as men. So you want women in your ranks because they're going to be instant sort of promoters of your cause. And then the last C is care, connect, control. The last C is control. And this is really important. Women we tend to be busier than men because by the time, it's interesting, by the time we're 40 years old, 80% of us will have children, which means that most of us are taking care of kids and having a career. Some people aren't. Some people are doing it a little bit differently. And even some of us are taking care of our parents. And so we're living pretty busy, crazy lives. But the last thing you want to do is show her that she's busy. Like, she knows that she's busy. You don't have to remind her how busy she is, but what you want to do is provide her opportunities to get involved in your cause that creates a 2-for-1. For example, you want her to get involved in protecting the environment. Why not give her a card that has all the different types of fish you can buy that don't have mercury in it so she can put it in her wallet? Or why not allow her to buy a gift for someone on their birthday or for Christmas that also is a donation to your organization? Why not allow her to go online and get a shopping bag, a renewable shopping bag, and then at the same time donate $5 to, save the salmon? You need to think about ways to engage women that can get them involved, that fits into their time schedule. Give women opportunities to do things with their children, online games, fairs. They're coming to their activism and their political work as full human beings, so you want to bring the family into that too.